Anyways, ain't nobody here right now. But I'm here to talk a little bit about boxing. Killing some time right now. Of course, at the soccer field. That's what I do. Justine, what up with you? Appreciate you. What up with you, bro? Hey, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Hey, what's going on, Aaron? What's going down? Anderson, appreciate you. What up? What up? Cardo, good. What's good, man? Hey, I'm here. I want to talk a little bit about this weekend, man. Christian, what up with you? Hey, what's up with you, man? True Media Podcast, what's good with you? Hey, what's good with you? Coach Malachi, what's up with you, babe? What's good, man? Yeah, I'm just chilling, man. Yeah, man. Hey, this weekend was fire, man. You know, look, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. You know, y'all tune in all the time, man. I might say things that sound crazy at first, but a lot of things that I say, I guess I'm early. I guess I be early, you know. But I've been telling y'all about certain groups. I've been telling y'all about a lot of things that's been going on, man, and it's crazy how quickly things change. You know, one minute somebody can be a god, the next minute they not. You know, but I see through the bull crap, man, and I hear about what's going on behind the scenes, and it ain't good. You know, I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about it. You know, the stuff that I know. However, it ain't good. It's not good. Let me see. Top rank saved the day this weekend. Yeah, that's facts. Hey, coach, that's facts. Uh, to be honest with you, man, it was Vasquez and Cardenas, man. To be honest with you, Vasquez and Cardenas saved it because they could have showed up just for a check. They could have showed up for a check, but they didn't show up for a check. Hey, Aaron, for real, Bam versus Inoue. How'd that go? Look, man, in a way, I'm gonna just tell you right now. I don't know how that fight go. I think that Bam got some growing up to do as far as body. You know, he's not at a 122 pounder. He's light. He's 115. He still got to see 118, and then he got to go up to 122. That's a tough task for Bam just alone. He can be overpowered by Inoue. However, if he takes, if he really wants to do something like that, he gonna have to go up in weight and test the waters there. He definitely has the skills to compete with Inoue for sure. But I mean, did you see that power that he was generating this weekend, man? That was unreal, man. That dude is, and I appreciate the $2, big dog. Let me just say that, man. That dude, the veracity he punched with, man, those combinations over and over and over again. The fact that he got dropped on his ass and still kept coming forward, his mentality is unreal, man, for real. You know what I'm saying? He got the mentality of a legend for sure. The past fighters before us, even before me, I mean, I felt like I had that dog mentality too. I mean, I got knocked on my ass in the, who was that? Who was that I fought? Kendall Hawk, first round. Knocked on my ass, got up, still won the fight. Still won the fight. Took it to him. You know, that's a lot of mental toughness, and that's believing in yourself. And that's what that dude does, man, for real. Every time. It don't matter. And look, it don't matter how many times you go down. It's what you do when you get up. And if you don't keep that motherfucker down, he coming for you. Speaking to him, talking to him in the fighter meetings, this dude, he loves wars. Like, out of his mouth, like, I want to war. Like, I don't care. I don't care to box. If I get hit, I'm cool. I'm going to take his best, but can he take mine? That's the way his mindset is. That's the way this guy is wired, man. You know, so I mean, I'm sit back and he's vulnerable. You guys know he's vulnerable. I can see it. However, if you don't stop him and put him down, that boy got life. I'm telling you, he gonna come back. He gonna come back. Now I wonder what would have happened if Cardenas had like a little bit more time, man. That was towards the end of the round, man. If he had a little bit more time, and if he would have came out in that next round and just blitzed him right out the gate, I'm not sure how that. Maybe he could have finished him. I don't know, but damn, imagine if he had like at least 45 more seconds, a minute. You know, if he knocked him down, had a minute, he probably could have pulled off the upset. Never know. You never know. So, but yeah, entertaining fights this weekend, man. Matchmaking matters. You heard it here. I told you guys that like we want certain fights to happen because of certain names and what guys and both guys have accomplished something in boxing. So like we want Shakur and Tank. I'm telling y'all, that fight's gonna be boring as hell. I'm telling you. Like, we still want to find out who the best is. Like, don't get me wrong. I still want to know who the best is. They still got to do it. But that fight gonna be boring, man. It's not gonna be. Like an exciting fight because styles make fights, man. Shakur is defensive minded first. Period. You know, Tank is real patient, very conservative with his work too. You know, he not gonna be looking to take chances and eating shots either. So, I know Shakur can't punch. He might come forward, but still, shit. That's still challenging, man. Shakur got placement with his shots, and that stuff do sting. And you don't want to walk up in there, he catch you with a shot coming in. So, but that fight gonna be boring, man, for real. Hey, what else? What else did I tell you guys? I told you about Big Turk. Told you about him. You got Canelo calling him, what do you call him? Nino. You got Canelo calling him Nino. He holding Crawford's hand and shit. I'm like, man, come on, bro. Man, I ain't never hold my boss hand. I ain't never. Hell no. I ain't never. Shit. I ain't never hold Bob Merrim's hand or Disney, Mickey Mouse. Man, come on, bro. Nuh-uh. Hell no. If I was Crawford, I would have said, man, let my hand go, man. Let my hand go, damn it. Shit. Let me hold my damn hand. Hey, my bad. I had a phone call. Facts, Tim. Styles make fights for real. Yeah, I appreciate you. Appreciate the $10, player. Love. Nah, but you right. Hey, coach, you right. You right. Styles do. Matchmaking matters, man. I didn't expect, to be honest with you, I didn't expect, the fight that I expected to be somewhat competitive was the Ryan Garcia and Roelly fight. But shit, Ryan Garcia didn't show up. That was a shell of himself. You know what that reminded me of? It reminded me of, I forget what year, but it was the last fight for Tyson. I think he fought against, was it McBride? When Tyson, after the fight, right, he didn't have that killer instinct. He wasn't trying. And he came up and he wiped the little blood off his face like that. And he was just like, oh man, you got some blood on your face. And he wiped it off. And then later after that, right, he was just like, oh, I don't have the guts for this anymore. I don't have the guts. And then later we find out he on antidepressants. I'm sitting there, I'm not saying Ryan on him, but I'm just saying, I'm sitting there through the whole lead up. I'm saying to myself, where the fuck is Ryan Garcia at? Like, how the hell he did a 360? His nose, he ain't doing this with his nose no more. His voice is cool. I'm like, yo, where Ryan at? Is this the new Ryan? How the hell did he get there? Because I ain't hear nothing about no rehab. We ain't heard nothing, right? And all of a sudden, he cool, calm, cool, and collected. He get in the fight. Now this motherfucker, like, his eyes are like this. He get in the fight, and it's like, bro, you got to fight at the end of this, right? Like, what's attached to this, the rematch. You got to win this fight. The motherfucker didn't even try. He didn't even try to. I'm sitting there like, bruh, this dude needs some urgency. He had nothing in him. Nothing in him. I don't know if he was spooked by Roelly's punching power. And shout out to Roelly, yo. Shout out. Hey, look, I doubted you, Roelly. But you know what? You fought a discipline. He fought a disciplined game plan. Yo, loved it. Kept that lead hand out there. Gave him an obstacle. Gave him an obstacle have to get through. Held that phone all night. That motherfucker had that motherfucker glued. That's all Devin Haney had to do the first time around, was just hold this motherfucker like this. Hold it just right there. Roelly held it right there. You telling me that Roelly outboxed Haney? Roelly outboxed Ryan Garcia, but Haney couldn't outbox him? Like, all he had to do was hold the phone. That was it. That's all Roelly did. And then he would posture, did down low, jab him to the body. I was like, oh, look at Roelly. Okay, look at him. And then he snuck his ass with that left hook, caught him. And then after that, it was just like, I don't know, the fight came out of Ryan. Ryan was like, I don't want no part of this. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, look, crazy. But that, to me, I was like, where the hell the Ryan at that fought against Duarte? Like, where that dude at? You know? I'm like, well, I didn't expect that. I know some people pick Roelly to win. You know what I mean? I sure the hell didn't. All Ryan had to do was step on the gas. That was it. Step on the gas. Press him back. Push him back. Make him fight at a tempo he don't like. Roelly, he's not he's not a quick thinker in there. He's not. He could have pushed him back, but he didn't. But shout out to Roelly. Great job. Great way to fight a disciplined fight, brother. Hey, man, shout out to you, man. Oh, and by the way, Roelly's a good dude. If y'all don't know, Roelly's a real good dude, man, for real. I met him personally, man, shook his hand, said what's up. He's a really good dude, so. But anyways, yeah. Oh, yeah, plus that whole venue shit and all that, man, that was trash, too. I see in the comment section somebody was saying that. Because these people, it's all about entertainment. It's not really about the fighters. It's about entertainment. That's it. You know, because if you know anything about fighters, right, and you really respect the fighters, you know, you wouldn't take that warm up away. You wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? You would have dressing rooms for them. You know what I'm saying? You would respect the fighter in that way. But they don't know. They have no clue. Them dudes that have no freaking dressing room. Dude, they had to warm up at the hotel and then jump in the car. You know what I'm saying? 20 minutes, they sitting on their ass 20 minutes before they even get in the ring. And then they saying, okay, get in the ring and fight. Man, what? No crowd? You supposed to be making boxing better? No crowd either? Come on, man. That ain't boxing. That ain't for the fans. And then charge the fans, right? Charge the fans double the money. We supposed to be making boxing better. The pay-per-view is too expensive. $20. All of a sudden, now it's $50-something. Then now, we're going to do a duel for you. $90. The whole shit was set up so they can get the $90 all the way through for the Canelo. I'm telling you, that's what it was all set up. All set up, man. So, yeah. Oh, Bradley with the excuse. Nah, hey, look, Roelly, I gave it to Roelly. Roelly did his thing. Ain't no excuses. Ain't no excuses. Excuses. Come on now. Excuses. I ain't got no excuses. I'm just telling you my real. You here watching me. Anyways, yeah, I'm on the way. I'm going to drive a little bit. All right, Tim versus providing a call. But for real, though, man. But anyways, I want to talk about, what I really want to talk about is I want to talk about this fight this weekend. The Inoue fight was fire, man. Shit, they did their thing. Espinoza did his thing, too, man. That was a hell of a card. This weekend going to be a hell of a card, too, because we're going to get to see Murataya go at it. Abdullayev. That's one of Haney's victims right there. Haney Styles is actually, I think that was his last stoppage, too. He's supposed to get served. I'm not going to lie. He's supposed to get millie whopped. He's supposed to get whopped. Murataya is supposed to do his thing against him. He's a guy that sits directly in front of you. You know, very, you know, he got some technique to him, good technical skill. You know, however, he's very basic, high guard. He's supposed to get killed. He's supposed to get millie whopped. Murataya is supposed to defeat him with flying colors. Easy. He's supposed to destroy him sitting directly in front of him. You know, he's a guy, he has the same styles that they have at the gym, at Garcia's gym. Same style. Same exact style. Come forward, aggressive, behind a high guard. A lot of those guys in there, Virgil Ortiz, Ramirez, a lot of those guys, that's what they do. They come forward and they pressure you. That's what he gonna be seeing. He should be able to destroy this guy. Now in that, I know I talked about Suarez and Navarrete in the past, but man, after doing a little bit more research, man, I'm looking at the odds. I'm thinking about a hamburger bet on Suarez. You know, one thing is that we never know what Navarrete's gonna show up. He's so inconsistent. He like Teo. He's so inconsistent. Don't know which one's gonna show up. To be honest with you, you know, is it gonna be the one that fought against Wilson? Is it gonna be the one that fought against Baranchyk? You know, or is it gonna be the one that we just saw? You know, that fought against Valdez? Is it gonna be the one that fought against Sal? You know, because that guy's gonna get beat. Suarez gonna beat him. Suarez, I'm letting y'all know, has a ton of experience, amateur pedigree, a little older, yes, has experience though. He's not like what's the dude that just fought this weekend? He's not like what's the boy that fought this weekend? Shit, in the main event. It's the motherfucker that fought this weekend. I'm having brain farts. Anyways, he not gonna be, he got experience. This dude has done 12 rounds. It's gonna come to me. This dude has done 12 rounds, I think 4 other times in his career. You know, he has experience going the distance. He's not a guy that's doing it for the first time. He can box, got some good technical skills, got some pop in his left hand, got some good pop in his right hand. You know, throws combinations. He's pretty explosive defensively. Likes to use that high guard. That's the only thing that I see that could trouble him. That high guard, man. And sometimes he just pulls straight back in straight lines, and that's what Navarrete likes. He likes guys that go back in straight lines because then he'll follow you out. He'll follow you out with combinations, and that can be troublesome. But for the most part, I think this guy got what it takes, to be honest with you. I think that, you know, he's so technically sound. He's a lot more technically sound than the Navarrete, so he'll be able to take advantage of a lot of the holes in Navarrete's games, defensively, footwork, and so on and so forth. You know, Navarrete is not the most defensive guy. He's not the most fundamentally sound guy. So I'm feeling like this guy got a chance. He got a real damn good chance in beating him and upsetting him for sure. So I'm just here to let y'all know, man. You know, I put a little hamburger bet on it. You know, that's what I would do. You know, the only thing that concerning me, again, the straight lines is concerning me when he's pulling straight back, coming straight back in a straight line. Putting that high guard up, he can get bust up. You know, now that they punches hard, he'll turn into a punching bag. You know, and I'm wondering if also one more thing, I'm wondering if Navarrete's going to overpower him. You know, with the offense, they throw about the same amount of punches around, so about 60-something punches around. So, but Navarrete, you know, he got those heavy hands, and sometimes a fighter, yeah, he can be overpowered just with the combinations, almost like what happened this weekend with all those combinations that Inoue was throwing. You know, so hold on, let me see. Hold on, let me read some of these comments, man, because I'm getting off on the tangent. Hold on. Anyways, let's see. Barbosa sounded scared right before the fight. You know, you want to know something? You right. Barbosa did. No, you right about that. Barbosa he shocked the hell out of me, because I'm sitting there and I'm saying, dude, you've been waiting on this your whole freaking life. 12 years in the making, bro. And then when you finally get there, and I heard it at the little press conference they had. I heard it too in his voice and the way he was answering questions. And I was just like, that ain't the same energy that was up on the stage when the fight first got announced. That's not the same energy. And I was thinking to myself, like, man, is this dude getting spooked? Is the lights too bright for him? You know, again, Teo shows up when when he supposed to. You know, when all eyes is on him, he shows up. You know, and that was one thing that I said. And you heard the chants, Gordo, Gordo, Gordo. Y'all heard the chants. He showed up. He showed up. He did his thing, but he ain't out the woods with me. Because I'm saying to myself, it was that easy. You had a dude in there spooked and wanted. He could have stopped dude, man. I thought he could have stopped him. I don't know what y'all think, but he could have stopped him. Teo just had to put a little bit more pressure on him. And the fact that Barbosa didn't sell out, I don't get it. See, look, I'm going to tell you something. After the second round, if you down 0-2, bro, it's time to switch the game plan up, bro. It's time to actually go win a round. You got to go for broke. You got to step on the gas. You got to change something up. You got to do something different. This dude didn't do nothing different at all. Just kept being conservative. And then his dad was telling him, oh, you're doing great. You're doing great. And I'm saying to myself, no, you're not. No, you're not. Now, what's up, son? Hold on, guys. What's up? Yeah. You on the other side. So you going to be with Coach, who you going to be Coach Jeff today? Coach Jeff. Anyways, let me see. You mad about that? What's wrong, champ? All right. Teal is just good. Made it look easy. Yeah, I mean, he made it look easy. He made it look, but there's different levels again, different levels to the sport. But the Teal got something special. That athleticism is special that he has, and he got punching power too. But I guess the punching power is not translating like it once was at 135 when he was a lot bigger than all these guys. So you know that's one thing. But you know, I was like, man, shit. If it's that easy, you playing around and stuff, and you landing shots at will, knock his ass out. Knock him out. You feel me? So, hold on. Let's see what else we got. Oh man, Haney. Let's talk about Haney, man. You know, look. Everybody's saying, man, you so hard on Haney, man. Why you all the Haney hate? It ain't a hate. It ain't hate. I've been exactly where Haney's been. See, y'all must have forgot. Y'all don't remember that? Y'all don't remember what I went through with the pack out? The pack out thing? All of the ridicule and everything? Yeah. Some of y'all fans still be trying to come at me about that. I ain't had nothing to do with that, right? So I got ridiculed, name drugged through the mud, so on and so forth. But what did I do after that? I showed y'all what? That I'm the real. That I'm the real. And I showed y'all that Pavannikov fight was for you guys. Yes, it was for you guys. It was to get my career back on the map and show y'all that I'm a true champion. You feel me? And then after that, right? Took a ton of punishment. Openly told everybody about my experience and what I went through after that. 8 months after. 8 months after, right? And then I fight who? Who did I fight? I didn't fight no, well over his prime fighter. I fought a dude that just knocked out Manny Pacquiao. His name is Marquez. 8 months after suffering all that damage. Yeah. And what did we do? We outboxed him. We looked beautiful. Hit, don't get hit, but it still was a fight. It wasn't, I didn't run. I didn't run like, you guys running around in circles like that, bro, and don't do nothing with the movement. That's a problem. That's not boxing. Floyd didn't run around the ring like this and didn't do nothing with it. Y'all must have forgot. Floyd didn't run around the ring like this. This dude ran around the ring like this. CTE, yes, is a real thing in boxing, right? You go through something traumatic, right? Absolutely. However, you got to be prepared for that, man. You got to be prepared, man. And he had a year to prepare. A year to be ready. A year to believe in himself. A year to feel like, hey, I'm ready to go. And he showed me that, hey, again, no balls. No balls. What's up, my boy?
Can we go?
Are you ready to go? Yeah. Yeah. Boy ain't got no balls, man. Straight up. And I'll tell him to his face, and I'll tell his daddy, too. Because his daddy do a whole lot of talking. You know, and I don't go back and forth on social media and none of that stuff, man, because I'm not a child. I'm not a child going back and forth with a man on social media. When I see you, have your words. Because I'm going to have words. I'm just letting you know. I'm going to have my words, too. You feel me? You need to let that boy grow up. Turn him into a man. Let them grow up. That's the problem with these fathers, man. Straight up. He not a boy. He a man. Let him fend for himself. I don't do nothing for my son. If my son got issues going on at work, I ain't son, you gotta handle that. That's on you, my boy.
What are you talking about?
That's on you. I'm talking about your brother, Robert.
Oh.
That's on you. You gotta solve that. That's on you. You feel me? Hey, I'm here for support. You want some advice? I'll give you some advice. However, you gotta talk to your boss. I'm not talking to your boss. You know? So, I'm telling y'all, man. And I see, you know, one thing I do see changing. With oh shoot, let me get the super chat. Hold on, what's quick. Matt, what's good, man? Don't you think getting dropped makes you a bad or flawed fighter, or nobody is invincible? Nah, look, everybody, the greats got dropped. The greats got dropped. Andre Ward got dropped. I got dropped. Ali got dropped.
You got dropped?
Hell yeah, I got dropped, son.
Wow.
Yeah, I got dropped several. I said I never been knocked out. I never went to sleep, son. I ain't never go to sleep.
Getting dropped.
Hey, look, no. Getting dropped is, hey, you get touching the canvas. I touched the canvas, absolutely. A couple of times. However, I got up. We all get dropped. Absolutely. Floyd got dropped. For sure. Yes, Floyd. And look, it was a voluntary knockdown. Voluntary. Terrence Crawford got dropped. It's part of the game. But what you do after that, that's what's important. Now, every fighter is flawed. Every single fighter is flawed in some area or way. That's it. There's no perfect fighter at all. Sugar Ray Robinson got dropped. All the greats get dropped. Sooner or later, you're going to meet your maker, man. That's just what it is. But what I like is what Inoue continues to do over and over and over when he do get dropped. Because, again, he's out of his comfort zone. He's out of his weight class. However, to kind of balance things out, he shouldn't be getting dropped with the same punch. That needs to be fixed. Because there might be a time where he don't get up and he go memes. The same way Manny Pacquiao went memes. The same way. Night. So he needs to fix that. Now, we talk about chins, having a good chin, this and that. And Inoue don't have a weak chin. It's not a weak chin. He got dropped. He got caught with a shot he didn't see. Boom, on him right on the money. But he gets up. He gets up. So that's an indicator. You know what? He got a chin. The dude got stamina. Dude got mental fortitude. He got that. Yeah. Hold on. Let me see where you at, my boy. Love you, champ. Go out there and work hard, man, and be careful.
Bye.
Yeah, this was real, Devin. So you know, I don't feel sorry. I don't feel sorry, man, for anybody, man, for real. I don't. You know, but just to answer your question real quick, man, and finish. Anyway, being as great as he is vulnerable at the same time because he's pushing himself and pushing the envelope. You know. But I don't like him getting caught with that same shot. I don't like that. That means that he hasn't improved, that they haven't worked on it. I do like the fact that he didn't land that shot again. I do like that. He never landed that shot again on that button. Because in a way, being as smart as he is, made the proper adjustments. He made the adjustment. So that says a lot about his IQ, one. But moving forward, think about it. If Nakatani hits him with that, if MJ hits him with that, and if he continues to take that, similar to, let's say, you remember when Joe Joyce, right? We always, oh man, he got a chin on him. Oh, Joe Joyce got a chin. God damn, he got a chin on him. Oh, yeah, he do got a chin on him. Sooner or later, that chin gonna get weakened. And what happened? Bow! He met Zhang. Zhang flattened his ass. And then after that, every time he get touched on that chin now, it's like a waterfall. Same thing happened to Roy Jones Jr. Same thing, too. Had a chin on him, got caught. Bow, one time. And then it was this, every time he got hit on that chin, it was like night-night. It's like a shut-off valve. Shut the brain completely off. Inoue don't need to be taking that type of punishment. I'm just going to keep it 100. But I do like the way he responds like a champion, like a legend that he is. So that's it. So that's some good and also some bad. So it's balance. You feel me? All right. Let me see what else we got. My man said, what you talk about, Willis? Thanks for the $2, Donald. You're a fool. What you talk about, Willis? All right, let me see what else we got going on here, man. Man, somebody spamming the chat. I'm about to get, I gotta get somebody in here to, who's spamming the chat like that, man? Damn, I hate when y'all come in here, man, spamming the chat and doing all that stupid stuff, man. God dang, that's just dumb. You got nothing better else to do, man, but just to be ignorant, man. Oh, let me get you up out of here. Let me get you up out of here. Who is this? Who is this dude, man? Who is this dude? All right. Yeah, you going in timeout. 24 hours timeout, player. Yeah, you going in timeout, my boy. See? Don't let me work this thing. Hey, y'all be spamming my chat like that. I'm going to put you in timeout. That's for dang sure. I got you. I got you. Hold on. There you go. There you go. All right, anyways, let me see some of these else comments, man. That says, you think MJ got an actual shot? Hell yeah, he got a shot. MJ got a shot. Look, with the proper film study, and if you understand the weaknesses of Inoue, because the one that I showed you, that's just one. There's many more. But again, you still got to deal with that animal that's inside of him. You still got to deal with that. That's tough to deal with. That speed and that power and that accuracy he got, man. And he pushed the pace. He stay on you. He don't let you breathe. You know what I'm saying? He's always forcing you to make mistakes, man. You know, he's always trying to force you to make mistakes so he can make you pay. So, look. Still tough, but yeah, I think MJ got a shot. For sure. Absolutely. You know, I really do. So, to answer your question. Yeah, Carter should have went to the body more. Yeah, I mean, shoulda, coulda, woulda. He should have done a lot of things. I mean, he got to get away from that crash dummy high guard, man. That was stupid. That was stupidity. It worked for a minute, and then MJ, you know, and then not MJ, but then Inoue just put them combinations together against that high guard, man. I mean, shit, you stand them straight up and you bring those hips forward and you work those combinations, bro, like with that power that he got, bro. He was stuck in that position. It was the stupidest thing to do. You don't go up in a high guard against Inoue, a guy that punches with combinations like that. That's the dumbest thing you can do. You know, and yes, he should have went to the body more. I think every fighter should go to the body more, to be honest with you. Hell yeah, go to the body more. But he didn't use no lateral movement to set any traps, none of that. You know, he was just directly in front of him, just this tough guy. Okay, all right, I could take it. And then once Inoue knew that he was just catching and shooting, he was just like, I know what you're doing now. So look, I'm gonna go. I know you're gonna wait till I finish. Then once I finish, you gonna throw the hook. Now I'm gonna step out of range and then I'm gonna hit you with another 6 to 8 piece. Yeah, Inoue ain't dumb. He not dumb at all. All right, let me see. Let's see what we got. What else we got? Let's see. Hell yeah. Let me see. Hell yeah. Oh man, this is great, man. You killing them in the chat, man, for real. Yeah. Boxing analyst getting outboxed by Roelly. Is that man, you ain't lying. Hey, look. I never expected that. I didn't think. Look, I didn't think that. I never thought that Ryan was a great boxer, and that's the reason why a couple of years ago, I picked Haney to beat him because I'm like, Haney's the better boxer. He should be able to beat this dude. This dude only got one trick. However, I'm like, he has to be getting better. Did he work during the whole entire year? It's crazy and it's so ironic because you had weak performances by both these guys, by Haney and although Haney did get the win, but you had weak performances by both guys. But you had one guy that supposedly worked his ass off the entire year and got better, and then you had the other guy that didn't probably work. He probably was like an off for a year, got fat, relaxing, chilling, training, maybe running a little bit, but not really actually working on his craft and preparing for anything. And then, okay, I found a trainer. Now I'm back with Derek James, but for how long? 10 weeks? How long? The dude looked like he didn't work on his craft. I'm like, okay, I'm watching the footage, right? And I'm saying, okay, he's throwing the right hand a little bit better. All right, cool. Look, cool little combinations. Maybe he has been working. Maybe he has improved. Man, he got it. I don't even think he landed one right hand against Roelly. Not one. And I'm like, what a right hand at? Have you been working on your craft? Do you really want this, Ryan? And obviously he don't. So, hey, early on I said this, and I'll repeat it again. The last time I saw somebody in the ring like this and didn't want to compete at all was back with Mike Tyson. It kind of reminded me of Tyson back in the days when Tyson, again, I think he fought against McBride back then. It was the last fight of his career, and he wiped that little blood off his face like this after the fight. And he looking at him, like gazing at him and stuff, and he cool with defeat, and he cool with, everything that went on. He's fine with it. And then it's like, okay, what the hell? Where's Tyson at? That's what I was saying with Ryan. I was like, where the hell Ryan at? Like, the bite down? And he ain't got no bite at all. Zero. I'm like, what happened to him? And then later we find out, hey, Tyson's on, he's on antidepressants. I'm waiting to hear that from Ryan. Because, dude, during the whole lead up, I'm telling y'all, during the whole entire lead up, I was like, this is a different guy. I'm like, man, maybe he learned his lesson. Maybe he tired of getting sued. But shit, I'm like, I'm not saying he medicated, but I'm just saying, damn, something was different. I'm like, he too calm. I'm like, where is he at? But it is what it is. It is what it is. No excuses. His ass lost. And he got outboxed by Roelly. He can put that on his resume. That's crazy. Roelly. And see, Roelly's not a skillful fighter. He's explosive. Okay? He's dangerous because he's explosive. But he's not a skillful fighter. You're not going to get no finesse from him. He's pretty straightforward. All right? So he's not a highly skilled fighter. And I'm like, you should be able to beat Roelly, man. Pitbull ran through Roelly. Pitbull, he was like a toy. Pitbull ain't nothing but like 4'2" in the height. Like, he's small, but he got heart. And he can punch. And he come forward. And he was aggressive. And he put Roelly on his back foot. Ryan just let this dude sit back and think. Sit back and think. No, you can't do that. You can't do that against a Roelly. You got to push him on his back foot. Because Roelly has adopted this new style from his new trainer of not rushing and getting ahead of himself and getting caught and getting knocked out. That was his problem. So now he's want to be more of a counterpuncher, more of a thinker. And that, for me, when I was watching, I'm like, that's going to be his downfall. Because I actually liked him better when he was actually coming forward and being aggressive, But Ryan didn't get the memo. Oh, well. Roelly was aggressive with Bullet. Yes, he was aggressive with Bullet. And and on top of that, you right. Damn. And on top of that, if you've been boxing from the crib and then you get beat by a dude that turned pro at 17 years old, like this dude, Ryan has been boxing since he was like 7 or 6 years old or something like that. And he got beat by a dude that literally started at 17 years old, bro. I'm in shame. I'm be ashamed, man. I'll be upset. I would have been upset. Straight up. That's crazy. Oh, we got another one. We got another one. Hey, by the way, the word nigger doesn't offend me. You want to know why? Because I'm a rich nigga. The best one out there. I don't understand why y'all try to come like that. That don't affect me. I know who I am. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'm sure better than you. You saying things like that, you idiot. Straight up idiot. Go somewhere else, man. Get off my channel, Buster. Stay off my channel. Get out of here with that. Heard that word my whole life. That shit don't bother me. Yep. Hey, Roelly bragged about our boxing versus KO and Ryan. Yeah, he did. Appreciate the $2. He sure did. He outboxed him. He had his number for sure. This guy, you ain't lying, man. This dude, straight lames, man. Idiots. They think yeah, like, get out of here. Oh, man. Anyways, he said he didn't like that. No, he didn't. Yeah, I'm looking for. Oh man, that and Billy fight. I don't know who he's fighting. Yeah, I don't know that guy at all. So Lasky, I don't know who that is. I gotta watch him. I gotta watch him fight. Feel like Boots is too big for him. Boots needs to go to 54. For who? For who? Yo, Tim got this live convo with this boxer like Devin, like Shakur. Give them the real. Yeah, yeah. Nowadays, fighters do fight for money. That's the biggest issue that I have with boxers today. That's all they fight for. That's it. You know, it's like they took the business side of Floyd and really just like, you know, think that's what it's all about. And that's the issue. You know, a lot of these guys are stepping into the ring. They really don't want to fight, but the money is too good. The money is too good. And then, you know, they get invited back no matter what. And you know, it's really, they're not worth shit. They're not worth the money they're getting paid. And then you get comfortable. Once you start getting that money, you start to get comfortable. See, but they missed the point. Floyd didn't get comfortable. Floyd didn't get comfortable. Floyd was always on his game. Floyd still right now probably can go 12 rounds right now. Right now, because that's just how he is. He's wired that way. Discipline. Right now, he go 12 rounds sparring. Easy. So that's the problem, man. These dudes, and plus they soft. They soft as hell. A lot of these guys ain't got no heart, no balls. And I'm keeping the buck with y'all, man. I see straight through them. Straight through them. You know, me being a competitor, I'm knowing. I'm like, I know who real and who not. Who real and who not. I know who cheating and who not. I know who using and who not. I know a lot of stuff, man. And you hear it. Always hearing it. You know, I know who playing and who not. Straight up. Skulls outbox Canelo. If you call that boxing, Skulls ran like hell. Canelo didn't cut off the ring. Canelo didn't show no sense of urgency. Oh, by the way, did y'all see the slow feet? Did y'all see the slow feet I was telling y'all about? I told you he was slow-footed. He's a plotter. Didn't I tell y'all that? Look, I'm early. I'm always early, right? Y'all, a lot of people say, oh, you wrong. I'm early. That's the problem. I'm too early. But now you see it though. After seeing the skulls fight, you're like, oh my God, Crawford. Crawford got a way that he can beat him. Yes, he does. Slow ass feet. Did you see when Skull stepped out of the range like this and the body shot flew past him, and when he went like this and the left hook flew past his face? That's what I'm talking about. Loading up. He got frustrated. He had a hard time tracking him down. But the problem that I have with Skulls is he didn't counterpunch enough off the movement. He had plenty of opportunities to counter. He moved left. He moved right. Canelo goes like this. Then he goes like this. He should have been on his ass. He should have been countering him as he's resetting. But he didn't. And that's the problem I have with his game plan and had a problem with Skulls, because all he did was do this. Move, 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 move. Not enough offense. And that's the reason why he didn't win. It would have been a lot more effective for you to put a lot more punches behind that joint. So, yeah. And that's the reason why Canelo won, too. Hey, Danielle, I appreciate you, man. Nah, hell no. Training spar? Nah, I don't train and spar, big dog. Appreciate the $2. Nah. Man, look, bro, I lost a lot of brain cells. I ain't gonna get in the ring and spar for what? I need to spar. Nah, and I stay away from the gyms, too. I stay away from the gyms and shit, because then I start boxing and shit, start feeling good and think that I still got it. And that's the problem. I don't want to think that I still got it. Hell no, because then I'm going to want to come back and test one of these young guns, and then I end up getting hurt. So, no, not at all. Boots will cook Haney. I think so, too. Absolutely. I agree with you on that one, for sure. Softball charming today. He said soft. Yeah. Charmin soft. Absolutely, man. These dudes need, man, listen to me. I fought for the world championship. Literally took home $27,000, man. I told y'all this already. 27 grand. These dudes won't move unless they making $1 million at least. I'm like, man, these dudes, man, they don't want to earn it. So entitled. They want everything now. They don't understand that's a mistake. You got to be hungry in this game. You got to be a dog in this game. You got to be committed in this game. Straight up, determined. You know, you got to want more than just money. More than just money. For real. It's about giving the game something, man. These guys are taking from the game. That's all they doing. They just, whatever I can take. Nah. It's not just about what you can take, man. It's what you can give, man. It's what you leave behind. See, a lot of people don't understand that, like, you got an opportunity. God gave you a gift, right? Not everybody has that gift. I see a lot of football players, NFL players, basketball. That's regular shit. That's regular. You can play that recreational. Boxing, you born. That's what you born to be a fighter. Facts. So it's a tight-knit sport at the same time. It's definitely undervalued, but you know what? It's life-changing for you. People want to see you fight because they can't do it. They can't do what you do. Sorry to tell you that. I know that. But they pay to see you do it. They pay to see you compete. Fighters don't understand that. So if they just making money and thinking about the money and not willing to show what they have in here, and I'm not saying that you got to take punches. You ain't got to take punches, but you got to show up and you got to put on a show. That's your job. That's what you get paid to do. Put on the show for the fans. That's part of your job. And some guys, they don't believe in that. They just believe, oh, I got to get my money and get my bread and get out. I get it. I understand that. But if you ain't willing to face the best guys out there, if you're not willing to really put yourself out there, like a Inoue, you know, like a Usyk, like a Crawford, then man, see me with that, miss me with that. You feel me? I don't want to watch you. Straight up. I do not want to watch you. Hey, Matt, I appreciate the $5, man. See, can you, in a way, instead of just wall. Yeah, so what Matt is asking, I know you guys see the comment there. Appreciate the super chat. So, Inoue will have to box. He will have to figure out a way to box against Nakatani. You know, I think he will be his aggressive self, but at the same time, he'll be a little bit more cautious. He's gonna have to be because Nakatani can punch. You know, I'm not sure what the game plan he's, you know, won't have in store. You know, I'm not in his camp, but it would be smart for him to box. You know, depending on what he feels on the gloves. You know, that's pretty much how a fighter approaches a fight, you know, especially an aggressive fighter. Like, I remember back when I was fighting, man, and like, if I feel you, like, and you can't punch, I'm like, oh, shit, I'm in your ass. Like, you can't punch? Oh, I'm going to have a field day. I'm going to counter. I'm going to stay close enough to make sure I counter you all the time. You know, but if you do got to punch, it's like, okay, I got to be cautious. But I'm going to be cautious behind my jab. I'm a stick. And then that goes back when I fought against the 147-pound Carlo Abregu. I had to be cautious against him. He can punch. It was before 147. I just moved up in weight. 147. And the dude had like 23 knockouts or something, undefeated, 26 fights. The dude can punch. You know, and so I boxed him, but I still mixed it up with him too at the same time. Mixed it up with him. So, and that's for you guys. You know, ain't nobody trying to pay to see somebody just run around the ring the whole time and play it safe. Nah, sometimes you got to take chances. That's part of it. You got to have a balance between entertaining and winning. It got to be a balance. I told Shakur this a long time ago. I told Shakur this. Because when he fought against Nakatani the first time, you know, and I had a lot to say about that. And I told him to his face, you know, that there's a fine line. You know, he didn't agree. However, it is what it is. But did you see the way he came back and he fought those other fights? You know, Herring and so on and so forth. I'm like, bro, you got so much more skill, but that you're not showing because you're not willing to take any risk. You're going to have to mix and find that blend to be able to take some risks, you know, and use your skills. And if you use your skills, it's going to be hard. You're going to limit the risk, you know, because I know how damn good you can be. So that pushed him. He thanked me after the Herring fight because he's like, damn, Tim, I didn't know I had that in me. Yeah, well, I try to tell you had it in you. So, Haney, if you listening, you got it in you too. But you got to go back to where I told you, go back to where you came from. Go back to that. Go back, watch your old videos. Go back. You got to study yourself. Sometimes you forget how damn good that you really were. Damn, Haney ain't trash. He trash now, the way he looking. But back then, Haney can box. But he got to go back to believing in that. He has to. He got to go back and revisit. He got to go back and look at his amateur film. See his success. Sometimes you forget your success along the way because you get clouded with all the bullshit that's going on around you. Yeah, and what he said about me. Oh, say something. Oh, what he said about me. Forget all of that, man. If you handle your business inside the ring and you show these people, all of us, that, hey, you that guy, bro, we gonna give it to you, man. We gonna give it to you. You know, you better than that, Haney. If you watching, you way better than that, than what you displayed. Absolutely. All you had to do was do this. That's it. Hold the phone. That's it. The kid got a left hook. That's all Ramirez had was a left hook. That was it. You was afraid to exchange with him. You kept moving around the ring. Oh my gosh. Usain Bolt. Shoot. I was like, who you been training with? You better than that, man. A lot better than that. And I hope this is the one-off, because when you come back and people see that you scared to get hit, bro, you need to go do something else. If you scared to get hit in this game, go do something else, bro. Please go do something else. Cause I'm not gonna sit here up here and watch you run around the ring like a track star. Hell no. Nope. Let me see what else we got over here. Yeah, Inoue does. He does drop his hands. A lot of fighters do. That's a common mistake by fighters. That's a common mistake, man. Attorney, what's going on? Attorney, what's up, B? How you doing? AB in the house, man. What's up, man? Thank you for the $5, man. Canelo, a jab, combinations, because he get timed, age. They up, hands back quick enough now. Yeah, so now you come on. Hey, AB, you can't be giving away the secrets, man. You can't be giving away the secrets, man. I told y'all, the only thing I'm scared of is Bud exchanging with him. Mid-range, can't sit mid-range. Outside, catch his ass coming in. Pick up your feet, move locations, bop, 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 as he's resetting. Touch him, touch him, touch him, touch him, touch him. He opens up, bam, hit him. Move, bam, bam, hit him with some more shots. It's easy to beat Canelo. You can be outboxed. I told y'all. Y'all say, oh, you crazy. A lot of y'all saying I'm crazy and stuff. One of the first ones out there to tell y'all, hey, Bud gonna beat him. And then everybody was waiting on somebody to say it. And then now everybody's saying it. Now everybody gonna say it. So, yeah, slow foot. Don't really throw his jab that often. You know, Canelo is calculated. Okay? He's not gonna expose himself like that. That's why Canelo's chin is so damn good, because he don't expose himself like that. Canelo has to be balanced because he likes power. He has to have both feet on the ground before he attacks you. Both feet on the ground. He's not a hit on the move type of guy. And if you swarm him, did you see the times where Skulls could have went forward and could have did a little bit more offense on him? If you swarm him, he gonna tuck up at the high guard and he ain't gonna punch. He gonna wait till you finish to be able to attack you. Crawford's gonna have opportunities to bag his ass up too with combinations. Watch. Watch. As long as he avoids getting caught with that looping right hand, as long as he don't get time with his jab with that looping right hand, Crawford gonna be all right. Not worried about the body shots. Body catch and shoot. Catch and shoot. Crawford gonna be able to do that against Canelo too. Catch and shoot. Anyway, struggles at 126 against Nick Ball, Stephen Fulton. Look, that's, hey, 126, different animals. You know, I know it's 4 pounds north, but different animals. And I said that after the broadcast during the State of Boxing. Absolutely. Yes, it's different. Absolutely, it's different. Punching power a little harder. Guys are a lot more skillful, you know, at 126 pounds, and they have some experience there as well. You know, Inoue is a savage. He is. If you don't stop him, he gonna be in the fight. This dude loves war. He loves it. You know, he yearns for war because he's like, you giving, that's your best. Wait, I'm not done. I'm gonna keep coming at you, and I'm gonna keep coming at you until I stop you. That dude's like the Terminator, man. That dude is the Terminator, man. Look, he impressed me. He definitely impressed me. However, moving up to 26, if that guy goes to 26 and cleans it out, best pound fighter in the world. Best. Coming all the way from 106 or whatever weight he fought at, and climbing all the way up to 126 and then clean out that division, best fighter in the world. Absolutely. But if Crawford beats Canelo, he gonna be #1. But after that, if this dude do what he, man, huge argument for #1. So, Yep, absolutely. And I personally think that if Crawford beats Canelo, there may be a rematch, depending on how it go. They may do it, run it back again. And if they don't run it back again, then I think he might just retire. There's a possibility Crawford might retire after this. Shit, retire on the high. Shit, I like that. Absolutely. My daughter coming now. Yup. But for sure, Kendall Hawk was a beast. Yeah, he was a beast. Kendall Hawk can punch. Hell yeah. But I went at Kendall Hawk. See, I bleed in my chin. I bleed in my work ethic. You know, I was ready. A dog made my body a lethal weapon. I endured whatever. What's up, baby? I endured whatever I had to endure because outside, like in the gym while I'm preparing. So that way to fight, I can endure whatever it is. Shit, I used to run out in 121 degree weather, 120 degree weather, just because it's hot. And mentally, it makes you mentally tough. I used to do some crazy shit out just because, look, I had to be mentally tougher than my opponent. And I had to be able to endure whatever came my way. So I put myself in hostile situations, in problematic situations where the shit don't make no sense. You know, that don't make no sense. You really do that? Damn, your dad really got a rock out of the damn desert and bammed it on your stomach? Yeah, absolutely. My dad did that shit, no doubt. Your dad really handcuffed you? Yeah, my dad handcuffed me. Had sparring partners coming at me. Your dad really put a patch over your eye like this, and you had to spar with one eye? Damn right. Tape all around my shit. I have one eye. Yep. Did your dad, he tied one hand behind your back? Yep. I only got one hand. I ain't got a hand. This one broke. My dad put me in situations that usually don't happen in boxing, but it's a possibility it could. And I was ready for it. When I got my eye socket broken, that shit hurt like a mug. Oh my God. Every time I got hit in that eye, it hurt. When I got my rib broken in a fight, hell, I still popped out right now when I got it broken. Hurt like hell in the fight. But I got through it because, again, my training was much harder than the fight. Way more harder. So, young fighters out there, you got to put yourself through hell so that way you build this up. You build your body up and you build this up, because this right here is the most important thing. That's what Haney's lacking. Haney's lacking this. All that fucking the gym muscles and shit, gym muscles don't mean nothing. Gym muscles don't mean nothing, man. Yeah, and then you say, well, Tim, you were buff and strong. Yeah, I made myself a lethal weapon, but that shit didn't mean nothing. This means more. A lot more inside that ring. This controls all of this. Let's see what we got. Yep, Desert Storm, what up? I appreciate y'all, man. Let me see what's going on. Let's see what good. Kendall Hall, yeah, Sugar Ray Robinson always had his hands down. No, you right? Oh, you can have your hands down. As long as you know what you're doing, if you got your hands down. Hey, Matt, as long as you know what you're doing, you can have your hands down. Absolutely. As long as you don't get caught, you can have your hands down. But however, you will get caught eventually. You know? Shit. It's like this. Ooh, I ran the red light today. I didn't get caught. Shit, I'm going to run it tomorrow. Okay? Let me run it tomorrow. Shit, I'm going to run it the next day. Then you get caught. Same thing in the ring. Oh, you can get away with it. Eventually, somebody gonna catch you. They gonna catch you. All right? So, flaws are flaws. Period. Matt, what's good, man? All right, man, appreciate the $5, bro. Let's see. Inoue smokes Fulton again. Yeah. I think Inoue beats Fulton. Nick Ball, too. Plays into his hands. Let's see. Joe Leo. tell. Tall and yeah.
Dad, what time does
Yeah.
in practice?
They in practice 7 something tonight. I think 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're right. Appreciate the $5, Matt. Yeah, so Matt, what Matt's saying is that Nakatani, he's saying Espinoza, and Angelo Leo are gonna give him issues. You know, that's what he's saying. Give Inoue issues at 126. They feel that they run through Ball, that he runs through Ball, because Ball is, I guess, defensively he's not that good, but I think Ball is tough. I think Ball is grimy. He's tough. He'll go blow for blow with you. You know, yeah, he's a little shorter. However, little dude can fight, man. You know, he definitely can fight. But yeah, I you know what, I do somewhat agree with that though. I do. I think Ball, to be honest with you, man, like when I look at Ball, I'm telling you, man, like I see something different than what everybody else sees. You know, I'll tell you what I see. He's a tactical technician, man. A lot of people don't understand that. And he does the right things at the right times. You know, he recognizes fighters' positioning. He recognizes when he should attack them. Like, he understands the moments to attack, when to let off, you know, when to press forward, when to throw combinations, when to sit on the outside and jab. And having that and being strategic and being able to adapt and adjust throughout the fight, that's what makes Mick Ball who he is. See, everybody just see a pressure guy just coming forward and just throwing punches. I see past that. You know, I'm like, how is he landing those punches? Why is he landing those punches? Why is he landing those punches against this guy? That's what I look at, you know, and it's because his timing at which he does things. That's the difference. A lot of people don't understand that. So, yeah, he might run in with combinations, but it's the time at which he does it. He does get hit with some shots, but his grittiness, that toughness, you know, what he's able to endure, you know, that can weigh on a fighter's mind too. Now, against a guy like Inoue, I don't think so. Inoue's gonna keep coming, you know. However, I just think that Nick Ball is a lot better, and he's beaten every freaking style. Every style that put in front of him, he's beaten. He's beat the superior boxer, the guy that's supposed to outbox him. He's beat the tall, long, lanky Hispanic fighter that can punch, that can box too, and know how to keep his reach. You know, he's beaten every single style they put in front of him. So I think he's a lot better than what people give him credit for, man. And that's the reason why he's still undefeated. So that's what I think of Ball. But I do like what you're saying, Matt. I do like what you're saying. I think I wasn't too impressed with Espinoza's performance this weekend. I thought he got hit too much, and I thought that he allowed Vasquez to close the gap too easily. That's a problem. If Vasquez can get there and touch you, Inoue's gonna get there and touch you. And other guys gonna get there and touch you that know how to get there. You know, Inoue's first step is quick. He gets to the pocket real fast. It's almost like Pacquiao. When Pacquiao, that was the hardest part about fighting Manny Pacquiao was that he's here 1 minute and then he's right there on your ass the next second. And it's like in a blink of an eye. Inoue's like that. When he explodes, it's quick. It's instant. Boom, 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 boom. And he's hitting you with combinations. You know, but yeah. And, you know, he'll bounce in and out on your ass too, in a way. Boom, and bounce out, and boom, bounce out there, boom, 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 and hit you with a comp. Bro, that's hard to time, man. That's hard to time. So I like Inoue in the Ball fight too. However, I don't think it's an easy fight. I really don't. I don't think it's an easy fight, man. Yeah, I don't have anything to prove, guys. So like when you guys say like, why don't you fight this guy or fight that guy or fight this guy? I don't have anything to prove left, man. I've already proven it inside the ring. You see, you're saying this right here, my guy. You're saying why not box Southpaw TV? I don't have to box Southpaw TV. Who is that? You know, like, who is that? Like, yes, he's a content creator. You know, I've said that, you know, I like his stuff because he's original and he goes goes off of his opinion and his opinion only. And no matter what anybody say. However, I don't need to fight dudes like that. I don't need to prove to anybody because I'm a Hall of Famer. I said my standards are high. You know, and many people, they always ask me, would you fight Jake Paul? Would you fight this guy, fight that guy? Jake Paul don't deserve to be in the ring with me at all. No, and I don't move for money. You know what I'm saying? I don't move for money. I got, my principles are high, you know, for myself. And so, would you fight Norman Jr.'s father, Norman? No, I don't need to. You know what I mean? That dude ain't on my level. You know, would you fight Amir Khan? Hell yeah, I fight Amir Khan. Hell yeah, because Amir Khan was on my level. He ain't no Hall of Famer, however, he was one of them guys, right? And then me and him got some issues from in the past. So yes, I will get up for him. You know what I'm saying? Because he was a world-class fighter and we're around the same age. So yeah, I'll do something like that. However, all these other busters that ain't never really laced them up, and if you did, you got a losing record, you've been knocked out and all this stuff, man, come on. I ain't wasting my time with that. And I'm not finna join the circus with Jake Paul. Yeah. So I hope that answers your question, big dog. All right, let's see. Let's see, you out here. It's a good match. Also put some respect on Devin's name. You did 10 times what you did now. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Are you... Woo! Devin did what? 10 times better than what? Me? Because he got some belts? Oh my gosh. It's because he went over there. It's because he went to Australia. Is it because he went to Australia and he beat Cambosis? Is that why? Oh my God. Wow. Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay. Okay. Devin lost. Just recently lost to Garcia, who got outboxed by Roelly. He needs to shut up and you need to shut up, bro. Like, oh my God, bro. Man, you better get out of here with that, bro. For real. 10 times better than what you've done. We gonna see what Devin does in the future. Because he running around the ring scared. He's scared to get hit. He's scared to get hit, my boy. This is boxing, not a track meet. So, yeah, I know you're a Devin fan, but that's hilarious, bro. Hilarious. Yeah. How great was Prime Loma? Hey, Prime Loma was a problem. Prime Loma was a problem. I wish Prime Loma was in this generation, like right now. I would have loved having Prime Loma. Hey, everybody, all these fighters today, they all respected Loma and they all looked up to Lomachenko when he was in his prime. I don't care what anybody say. Now, you know, he older now, you know, a little long in the tooth or whatever. Now everybody coming for him, that makes sense. But when he was in his prime, nobody wanted to step in him. The only guy that was willing to face him was Teofimo Lopez. But a lot of these guys, they were just coming up and they were admiring Loma. Loma was the real deal, man. For real. He was an exceptional talent. He's a living legend right now. Seriously. You know, so he's the one that started the get to the bag quickly and get to the championship quickly. He's the one that started that. It wasn't Floyd Mayweather. It wasn't Roy. It wasn't none of those guys. He was the one. He was the one that fought for a world championship in his second professional fight. And then end up beating Gary Russell when Russell was Russell, and beating him in his third professional fight. And winning the world championship. He had 2 12-round fights in his third fight. That's unreal. So, hey, Loma the real deal. He the real deal, especially in his prime. So shit, I wish Loma come back. Shit, I want to see some more Loma. You know, he was heavy on that front foot. You know, smaller guy, southpaw, that movement, front foot, back foot, shuffles, out getting off to the side angles. That's boxing. That's boxing. Yeah, I like me some Loma. That dude was fire. Still fire today. So, but yeah, that's hilarious. No. AB, no. He wouldn't survive any training with Atlas. No, he wouldn't. No. Because if you go with Atlas, I appreciate the $2 too. If you go with Atlas, he's the only voice in the camp. Daddy wouldn't be nowhere around the camp. Daddy will have no input at all. At all. It's Teddy's way or the highway. Devin would not survive that camp. Hell no. So, just letting you know, Roelly is a better boxer than Kambosos. Get the fuck out of here. I don't know how George even won a fight against Tail. It's insane. Look, no excuses. Tail, quote unquote, was sick. That's what the doctor said, so on and so forth. I don't know what you believe. Look, he was different. However, Kambosos fought his ass off that night. He won the fight. He even dropped Tail. But Tail still was a split decision. It is what it is. Kambosos never wanted to run it back. Tail tried to run it back with him, and he never wanted to run it back to make that wrong right. So it is what it is. But yeah, Tail wasn't right mentally. And then you saw his dad in the corner. His dad wasn't right either in that corner. Shit, his dad wasn't even right in that corner. So, but yeah, you right. If Tank went in the ring with Loma at 36, honestly, I think Loma would have won now. Yep, Roach gave him those answers. I know. I don't know. See, Roach and Loma, two different styles. Southpaw versus Southpaw. Loma has to get close, got short arms. Loma would have to close the distance on Tank. Tank has the one-punch power. That can hurt Loma. Tank would have had even more confidence, you know, fighting against Loma. Tank would touch him, bro. Tank would be able to touch him. Absolutely. Something to think about. I mean, when the fight was announced, I did say that Loma, don't count him out. I did say that. Don't count him out. So yeah, there is some accuracy to what you're saying, Matt. There is, but Tank was gonna be the heavy favorite if they were to fight, and many people felt that Tank was going to knock out even the people that promote Lomachenko. They felt like, well, it's a fight. However, it's gonna be hard for Loma because Tank that power. So, but say, look, we'll see what happens. I mean, look, Tank got to get past Roach again, and that's not gonna be an easy task. So, you know, Roach believes he belongs, and he did well the first time around, and hopefully Tank comes with a better game plan and you know, have this right, you know, and really come to fight. So we'll see. We will see, man. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man. Look. Yeah. Read that right there. Read what Mr. Jones wrote. Yeah. Check that out. Yeah. Marquez, Kendall Hart, Ruslan Pufano, Devin Alexander, Lamont Peterson, killers. These are all top 10 guys. All of them. Top 10 guys. Yeah. Oh, Lamont Peterson was way tougher than Devin. Way tougher. Peterson was no joke. Yeah, Peterson was no joke. Devin was a good boxer, but he was weak. And I told his ass in New York when I saw him, and he'll tell you, I told him, I said, you better get in the weight room. And I was like, cause you light in the ass. I'm a and he flexed on me. He was like, it's dirt. You know, it's St. Louis. It's dirt. I was like, bro, I'm telling you, I'm gonna run straight through you like a train. I'm too strong for you, you know. And he was like, no. Okay, all right, cool. I got in there and I went straight at him. I didn't, no style, no nut. Go beat on him, Tim. That was the game plan. Just go. Put your hands on his ass. That's it. That was the game plan. I didn't have a game plan. It was just beat the hell out of him. That was the game plan. And that's what we did. But I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that for sure, man. Hey, look, and there's a lot more to that list, too. A lot more to that list. And I was fighting them back to back. It wasn't no, oh, let me have an easy fight. Let me get an easy fight. And then, all right, I'll fight a hard fight. Let me get an easy fight and fight a hard. That's the reason why I'm in the Hall of Fame, because I kept fighting tough guy after tough guy. The reason why I'm in the Hall of Fame, because I was on the pound for pound list for over 7 years straight. 7 years straight. Top of the pound for pound list. Got to number 3 pound for pound. You know who number 3 is right now in pound for pound? I don't care how you got it. I was one of them dogs, one of them dudes there. Yes, I'm tooting my own horn because some of y'all don't know. Some of y'all are just new to boxing. You're new to boxing. You don't know. You better go check my dental records for real. Because if I was in this generation, I'm mopping the floor with all these dudes, man. They ain't got the toughness, the grit, the hungry. They don't have that. I don't see it in their eyes. They chasing money. I'm chasing legacy. That's what I'm chasing. I got a chip on my shoulder, bro. I came up the hard way. I ain't going back. I'm not going back. Hell no. $11 in the bank account fighting for a world championship. Fighting overseas, bro. For my world championship. Against the number 2 fighter in the world at 140 pounds. Ricky Hatton wouldn't even fight this dude. Witter, the hitter. Junior Witter. Research that guy. Look at his style. Awkward as hell. Southpaw, orthodox. He was the Terrence Crawford at 140. Beat him. In his hometown. Trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all be thinking I'll be playing. Y'all be thinking I don't be playing, man. You know, and a lot of times they be like, yeah, you don't know what you're talking. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. I did this shit 23 years of my life in taking. 23 years of my life in taking. And on top of that, I'm still in the game, still relevant. Still doing this commentating thing, bro. Still doing it. Getting better and better at this joint, bro. I'm not where I was before. I'm getting better and better because I work at this, man. I'm a student of the game. I did it, and I'm a student too. So, that's what we do. That's what we do around here, man. Yup. Let me see. Yeah, Pacquiao was knocked down. Shit, Pacquiao was stopped. Pacquiao was stopped early on in his career. Literally stopped by a body shot. Knocked out. Dropped. Yeah. Absolutely. It's part of the game. Hell yeah. Marcos, I appreciate that, man. Yup. Yeah, look, right now I'm easy work. Absolutely. Don't let the fat fool you. These motherfucking hands still work. They work. I ain't got the win. I ain't got the win. But these hands, ooh, them things still work, man. Like riding the bike. Like riding the bike, man. And I got a lot more weight behind these shots too. Yeah, a lot more weight. Shoot. I'm still registered on what? Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. Registered? Are you still registered? Nah. Yeah. When I was in my prime, shh. Come on, man. Don't let me talk. Don't let me keep talking about myself, man, for real. Cause, yeah. Yeah. All right, man. George, what's up, my guy? What's up, man? I'm over here, man. I'm over here tooting my own horn, man. Shoot. I gotta let them know. They be forgotten. They must have forgot, man. Roy Jones on them. Yeah. Oh man, the Fatal Fury fights were all trash. Yeah, styles make fights, man. Styles make fights. Oh, why ain't show Casamayor no love? No, Casamayor was a good fighter. You know, he was a good fighter, man, in his prime. He was. He was. Absolutely. Casamayor was a good fighter. He was a good Cuban fighter. He was. You know, and I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying because I call Cuban fight. I'm like, yo, they don't really, they don't transition well in the amateurs. From the amateurs to the pros, they don't. But, I mean, Casamayor is probably the best. Or one of them. I mean, that's it. To be honest with you, Laura. But I don't really know. The Cuban style is just like, the Cuban style. They are hell of amateurs. Hell of amateurs. And that's facts. Who cheated the most, you think? I don't know. I don't know. My prediction? I don't have a prediction. I don't have a prediction for that. Roelly sucks. Roelly beat Ryan Garcia. Yeah, hey, and the one thing I never had, you absolutely right, was power. So how the hell they couldn't stop me? I'm waiting. Why couldn't they stop me? I had no power. Why couldn't they stop me? Yep. They couldn't stop me because I had an IQ. I had balls. I had heart. I had determination. I had will to win. I worked harder than them. They were more talented, but I worked harder. That's why. My IQ, boxing IQ, smart. That's why I do this commentary things. I see straight through these dudes. That's why. That's why. I worked my ass off. I wanted it more than everybody. Determination. Y'all always hear it. You know? Hey, hard work beats talent. When talent don't work hard. That was me. That was that guy. Overachiever. Overachiever. I believed that I was better than everybody. Absolutely. I worked harder than everybody. I put my body through hell. If you just tuning in, I told you guys. Shoot, ask George. George watched me train. George Jakovich, he watched me train. He know animal. I was one of them dudes. Hey, Tim, pulling me off the bag. No, one more. No, two more. Dad taught me at an early age how to motivate myself. I always thinking about my opponents. I'm thinking about this guy. I'm thinking about that. If I'm in today's boxing, I'm telling you right now, I'm thinking about how to beat Shakur Stevenson. I've already told you guys this. I'm thinking about how to beat this guy or that guy or Inoue or this guy. How would I beat? What do I have to do to get my body ready to compete against that? What does he bring? What does he have that I don't have? What do I need to be able to beat him? I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to find a weakness. I study the game like that today. I study all these fighters. I know Shakur weaknesses. I know Keyshawn's weaknesses. I know Inoue's weaknesses. I know all these guys' weaknesses. I know Usyk's weaknesses, Fury's weaknesses as well. All of them. I study all these guys. I don't understand why most don't. Others don't. I don't get it. What do I think about Roelly? What do you think what I think about Roelly? There's levels to toughness in this game. There's levels to toughness. There's levels to skills, levels to conditioning, levels to talent. There's levels to toughness. That's it. That's what I think. Great skills, not tough enough. Got the rib broken in a fight, man. Rib broken. If you ever had a rib broken, ask anybody that ever had a rib broken. That shit happened in the second round. I had to go 8 more rounds. 10-round fight. 10-round fight, man. It hurt like hell. Oh my gosh. I got through it and I won. A broken eye socket in a fight. Same thing. Broken eye socket. Had to get through it. Ain't no time to go back to the dressing room and, you know, put some ice on it or whatever. Only a minute. You got a minute. Let's go. Broken my hands. Broken my thumbs in fights. Okay? Been concussed by punches in fights. I'm dizzy as hell. I'm seeing 2 people, 3 people in the ring. I'm like, who the... Fighters, we go through that, man. And again, you got to have that resiliency and you got to have that mental toughness to get through these tough moments. I've been through brutal battles, toe-to-toe battles, Ruslan Pavannikov, hurt, speech slurred for months on end, headaches, dizziness, light sensitivity, all these things. Come back and I fight one of the toughest guys on the planet, Marquez. A puncher. Just knocked out Manny Pacquiao. So don't give me this stuff about Devin Haney and what he went through and how traumatic it was and that, you know, he had to do what he had. Don't give me that. My best performance came after a beating. Best performance in my career after a beating I took in the freaking Ruslan Pavannikov fight. So the excuses, all that, leave that, throw that shit in the trash can. No. Haney is better than what he showed. He's better than that. Ryan Garcia is better than that. He's better than what he showed. All these guys that are fighting on these cards are better than what they showed over the past weekend. They're better than that. I know it. But they spoiled. That's the problem. They spoiled. You don't get the money either way. Have some fucking pride in your work, man, and have some pride in yourself. I tell my kids all the time, what's on the back of your jersey? What number you got? Shit, you want people to be talking about you on the sideline. Damn, she hard to stop. Who's number 4? Who's number 16? Who them? My gosh, that's what you want. Every time you step out there, man, you want people to be like, yo, I like them because of this. Inoue over the weekend, the tenacity he showed getting off the canvas, getting himself back into the fight, fighting hard to the end. That's heart. That's determination. That's will. That's mental toughness. Yo, that is inspiring, man. That's fucking inspiring. That's what we talking about. That's what we pay to see. And y'all got it for free. Y'all got it for free. Y'all didn't have to pay no $90 and none of that. But that's hunger. That's being hungry. These guys, they be making, you know, 20 million, 10 million. Canelo Alvarez made 60 million. He in the tail end of his career. He ain't putting out. He pointed the finger at Skulls. Skulls ran. He did. If you want to call that boxing, then you don't know shit about boxing, because that's not boxing. That's not boxing. I'm sorry. Nope. But he didn't want to work. Canelo didn't want to chase him down. Canelo didn't want to. Canelo's done already. He just milking the cow. He got his Nino. He got his Nino now. Nino. Come here, Nino. Yeah. Seen the writing on the wall a long time ago, people. Long time ago. Told you guys. Yeah. Who is, who? All right, let's see what we talking about here, because I know some of y'all talking crazy. Let me see. Who talking crazy? Let me see. I don't know who that is. I don't know what you're talking about, Jorge. George. Yeah. Nino. Yeah, he's my Nino. Ooh. Hey. Inoue Pacquiao at 122 would be ruthless. Shit. Man, if that's a fantasy fight right there, man. I got Manny Pacquiao. I got Manny Pacquiao, dog. Manny Pacquiao was ruthless. 22, Manny Pacquiao was a savage, man. 26, Manny Pacquiao was a savage. Oh, Manny Pacquiao all day. Yeah. Man, Manny. 8 divisions for a reason. Yeah. Manny all day. Hell yeah. No offense to Inoue and they fans. He's a killer, but you know, this is my opinion. This is what I think. Manny, southpaw. The person that's gonna beat Inoue is gonna be a southpaw. It ain't gonna be an orthodox fighter. It's gonna be a southpaw. Remember I said that I tell you guys I'm early. You might not like what I say, I'm early. And the shit happens. I'm early with this. Inoue will lose to a southpaw. It won't be an orthodox fighter. It'll be a southpaw. So, a lot of things that I say, again, I come early with it. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Yeah, Inoue was yes, he was. Vasquez, an underrated win too, Timmy. No, Vasquez. Oh, Miguel Vasquez. Yeah, look. There's more. Look, there's more on the. Miguel Vasquez was a world champion too. You know, and he was a tough dude to deal with, man. And if you see, he fought Canelo twice because the first time he fought Canelo, it was close. A lot of people thought that he beat Canelo, and so Canelo fought him twice. Yeah, y'all don't know that. Look at his resume. But he fought me, and that shit was tough as hell. And that Miguel Vasquez is actually the guy that broke my rib. Miguel Vasquez broke my rib. Yep. And I had to fight through that and fight against that freaking octopus. You funny, Bill at the strip club. That's hilarious. Hey, Inoue versus oh my God. Ooh, Valero. Oh my gosh. That's another southpaw. That's another southpaw. That's another southpaw. Valero was an animal. Another animal, man. Damn. That's a hell of a fight, man. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I wish like certain fighters were born in certain generations, bro. Like, man, if we had Valero, Pacquiao, I think they were trying to line that up before. Rest in peace, Big Dog, before he took his own life. Valero, Inoue, oh my gosh, that'd be crazy. That'd be a dope-ass fight, too. But yeah, man, I don't know who's gonna win that, bro, like, for real. But again, my southpaw theory with Inoue is a real thing. It's a real thing, man. So, there's a couple of things that Inoue does wrong when he's facing southpaws that can cost him. I've been on record saying that I think the guy that can possibly beat him, if he's strong enough, and that's going to be Juto Nakatani. I've been on record saying that. The first one to say it, too. Juto Nakatani. Because Juto has really good punch placement, and he can punch with Inoue. And when Inoue is open a lot of the times, you know. And he's a sharp puncher. He can crack. And he has reach also. And he's a southpaw. And he has a right hook. And he got a looping right hand. I mean, there's a lot to him. He goes to the body well. You know, he can turn it up anytime he wants to. So, if he can take Inoue's power, then he's in the fight. He just got to be able to take his power. So, yep. Anyways, man, I've been on this joint for a minute, man. Hey, I appreciate everybody that tuned in, man. I'm about to dip. I gotta go find my kids. They out here competing, man. They out here competing. Daddy Daddy, sit back in the cut, man. I practice what I teach, what I preach. You know, what I preach, I practice. You know, and I'm not one of those guys that tell you this or tell you that and then, you know, doing the opposite. That's not me. My girls, my son, they earn everything. Everything in life. I force them to earn everything in life. That's the reason. That's how you don't spoil them. They know they gotta earn it. You know, they gotta do well in school. You know, everything that they touch, everything that they do, they gotta be the very best they possibly can be. There's no excuses. You have no excuses. Absolutely, you are gonna be somebody. You know, because I tell them all the time, I'm spending up all my money. Nah, I'm just I'm just playing, but I'm just saying, no, some serious tip though, for real. So they out here working, they out here grinding, they know what they're doing, and it's every day. It's every day. And I'm just like, hey, you gonna get what you put in. So what you put with all the fighters, what you put in the sport, what you put, hey, fathers, mothers, if you watching, what you put in it, that's what you're gonna get. In your life, in your work, in your job, so on and so forth. So that's what I truly believe. You know, the harder you work, the more success you're gonna have. Seriously. So, because somebody gonna see it. They gonna see it. What if I put someone else? What do you think I'll get back? One last thing. Hey, AB, what's up, man? I appreciate you. I'm about to dip out, man. Tim on Nakatani, you spot on. But he draws back. Yeah, but he draws back and Inoue may time him. No, you're right. You're right. That speed and that quickness ain't no joke of Inoue. That speed and quickness ain't no joke. And that draw, the draw, like meaning how quickly he's able to close the distance, bro, how fast he's able to draw his punches out, bro. Yeah, that's a real thing. But I think Nakatani knows that, and he'll have to maintain distance a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, I think Inoue will be the favorite in the fight if they fought. He absolutely will be the favorite, you know. But yeah, how much we gonna see, because if he a heavy favorite, might do a little hamburger bet. Might do a little hamburger bet on Nakatani. Yeah, because I feel like all he need is one. I feel like all he need is one. When Inoue don't see it coming. But you're right. He do draw back sometimes a little bit too much. He sometimes pull back a little bit too much. I saw in his last fight, he got a little lax on his defense. Maybe he didn't feel threatened by the guy. But when he was ready to turn it up, he just turned it up on him. AB, he turned it up on him, and it was all she wrote. But yeah, dude is lethal, man. Dude is lethal too. But yeah, I can't wait. But anyways, I'm about to dip, man. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm out. Deuces. Thanks for the $5, big dog.